lesson as a revision. That is internal movements. Yes, we'll just revise what we have studied yesterday. We have revised about earthquakes and volcanoes. Yes, the interior of the earth, inner core, upper core, mantle, and the crust. And after that, we have studied about the movements, slow movements. In the slow movements, the movements which continuously occurs is known as slow movements. And with the slow movement, what is formed? Mountains and continents. Yes, and after that, with that activity, we have learned about compression, tension. Yes, and I ask you all to keep these three letters in your mind. C for compression, T for tension, and the last one is F for as a faults. These three letters you are going to keep it in your mind for this internal movements. And after that, we have studied about fold mountains and block mountains. And the third is rift valleys. In the slow mountains, in the slow movement, three mountains are being formed. What are they? Fold mountains, block mountains, and rift valley. Yes, till here we have learned. Yes, now we are going to continue. The next important point in this chapter is about volcanoes. Yes, we are going to see about volcanoes. Yes. Volcanoes. What is volcanoes? Volcanoes are, 1 minute. Yes. Volcanoes means hot, solid, liquid, and gaseous materials are thrown out from the mantle of the earth onto the surface of the earth. This process is called as volcanic eruptions. Yes, here you can see in this image also, and in the previous image also, students, hello, can you?
Yes, ma'am.
I thought, sir. Yes. Sorry for interruption. So what about volcanoes? I was telling, you can see this images, students, carefully. What is being thrown out? What is being thrown out? The hot, solid, liquid, and gaseous materials. Yes, all these three things which are thrown out from the mantle of the earth, and it is being thrown out where? On the surface of the earth. This portion, this process is known as volcanic eruption. Yes, for this volcanic eruption, these three things you have to keep it in your mind: hot, solid, liquid, and gaseous. These materials are being thrown out from where? From the mantle area. Yes, just yesterday we have learned in the interior of the earth. Then in this second point about the volcanoes, we have to keep it in your mind. It's about whenever during this process is going on, that time the ash, the water vapor, or various types of poisonous or gaseous which are being come out, which are being thrown out. Yes, these process which are being continuously, it is moving on. When it is throwing out, this type of, it is known as molten magma, which comes out, that is known as lava. Yes, here you can see this. This is as the lava we can see. The image you can see on your screen. So this is the molten magma. Molten magma means what? It contains types of poisonous inflammable gaseous, which are being combined together, and with that, which comes out, that is molten magma. And in the geographical term, it is known as lava. This was about the volcanoes. So in the volcanoes, you have to keep these two terms in your mind: volcanic eruption and lava. Yes. Next. Now there are also the types of volcanic eruptions. Types of volcanic eruptions. Okay. There are two types of eruptions, volcanoes. The first one is about central, or we can call it as type or conical volcano. Yes, this first type of volcano, it is being named as two names. It is given: central type or conical volcano. See the first one. The name itself only, student, it explains us central. Yes, means the middle part, and the conical volcano. Cone shape, you all know. Yes, conical volcanoes, it's same, like means volcano which is in cone shape, and it's in the middle, central part. To this first type, it explains us here. For this first type, you have to keep it in your mind that during eruption, the molten magma comes out through a pipe like a vent inside the Earth's surface. Yes. Now for this, you have to keep it in the interior of the Earth, which is the portion mantle. That portion you have to keep it in your mind when we are studying the volcano. Now here what they have said: during the volcanic eruption is going on, that time the magma which is coming out, yes, molten magma which comes out, which throws out through a pipe like a vent inside. Here you can see this one. Wait 1 minute, I'll just undo the action. See here, see this pipe, you can see, which is in yellow color. Yes, it's like a pipe, like vent, which is inside the Earth's surface. And through this pipe only, when lava comes out, yes, when it spreads out, see a lava, here it is mentioned, when it comes out through this vent or through this pipe, it is known as central type or conical volcano. And the lava which spreads out around the mouth of this vent, when it comes out, as a result, cone-shaped mountains start forming and conical volcano mountains are formed. When this type of it is being resulted, what will happen? Cone-shaped mountains will be formed. Yes, and conical mountains are also formed due to this. When this type of eruptions goes on like a pipe through, it is coming out. That first type, it is central type or conical volcano. Yes, then see here next. Now this is a actual example of central type volcano. It's in Japan, Mount Fujiyama in Japan, and Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. These are the examples of central type volcanoes or conical volcano. Here or will come, sorry, conical mountains. Here you can see the Mount Fujiyama in Japan. It's the mountain, it's in cones shape, student. Yes, and this will be the pipe, will let's assume in the interior of the, now through this pipe only the lava will come out, yes, as a eruption. Okay, this is the actual example, actual images of this first type of volcano. Yes, then second type, of volcanoes is fissure type volcanoes. Yes, see here. Fissure type volcanoes, see, during the eruption, when the magma comes out from a single vent, but from many cracks, that is known as fissures. It is called as fissure type volcanic eruption. Now, first, what we have studied, the volcano which comes out through the pipe, that is central type volcano. But in this second type, fissure type volcanoes means what? When the lava which comes out through the vent only, through the pipe only, but in that pipe or in that vent there are many cracks. If from that crack also and from that pipe also it comes out lava which comes out, that is known as fissure type volcanoes. Okay, then the molten material coming out with the eruption spreads on both the side of the fissure. As a result, volcanic plateaus are formed. Due to this, what will happen? Now see, the volcano in this two crack can be seen. See the image properly. And from that crack only, from two cracks, the volcanoes, the molten magma, it's spreading outside. It is being thrown out. It is known as fissure type volcanoes. Now it will result and it will form as a volcanic plateaus are formed. Due to this, what will happen? Volcanic plateaus are formed. This was about volcanoes. Okay. Now the example of fissure type volcanoes is here. The Deccan Plateau of India has also been formed due to such type of volcanic eruption. How the Deccan Plateau of India is being formed? Due to this type of volcanic eruption. Yes, then. Now, we have to keep this. Always remember what it is. These are the points we have to remember in this chapter for the whole chapter. See here. According to the periodicity of volcanic eruption, there are three types of volcanoes. Yes, according to the periodicity of volcanic eruption. Just now we have learned two types of volcanoes. Yes, but after studying or after seeing the periodicity of the volcanic, that time they are said that there are the three types of volcanoes. It can be identified. Yes, see here. If the volcanic eruptions are regular, even in the present times, when such volcanoes are called active volcanoes. Yes, in general, they are being divided. They are saying that there are three types of volcanoes. The first one explains us that when the volcanic eruptions are regular in present, regularly they are on time, they are present, then such volcanoes are called to be active volcanoes. Yes, that example also they have given here. See, that is in Japan, Fujiyama. It's a active volcanoes, and Mount Stromboli in Mediterranean Sea. These are the example of active volcanoes. Now see the second one. When a volcano has not erupted since long but may become active suddenly, it is called as dormant volcano. Yes, means here what they are saying here, when the volcano it is totally silent, yes, and suddenly it becomes active, that time, that type of volcano, it is known as dormant volcano. Here also example they have given here. It's in Italy. It's in Italy. Mount Vesuvius in Italy. These are the examples of dormant volcano. Then third one, those volcanoes which have not erupted in the past since long and are not likely to erupt in the future are called as extinct volcanoes. Here it means what? Means this type of volcanoes which are been not present only. Yes, from past, from since long back years. Yes, and in the future also here there will be the no volcanoes. Yes, that type of volcano, it is known as extinct volcanoes. That is Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Just now we have seen this image. Yes, see this. This image, it is known as which type of volcano? Extinct volcano. Okay. Yes, Mount Kilimanjaro. It is the example of this one. That extinct volcanoes which are being not erupted, means in the past also the volcanoes are not being found since long back years, and now also in future, at present or in future, the volcanoes are not present. So here this is the example of Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. This, according to the periodicity of volcanic eruption, the types of volcanoes are being divided in 3 parts. Yes. Next. Yes. Now we are going to see the effects of volcanoes. Effects of volcanoes. Yes. Now this till now we have learned what is volcanoes. We have learned about the types of volcanoes. Yes, but here then the effects of volcanoes. Due to the volcanoes, many living organisms, they are suffering from these type of volcanoes. Yes, we are going to study the point. The effects of volcanoes here. First of all, due to this, see, due to this image only we are able to identify. Yes, first of all, the first important part of the effects of volcanoes is it there is a huge loss of life and property. Yes, then sometimes tsunamis get generated due to volcanic eruptions occurring below ocean floors. Yes, due to tsunamis also, the volcanic eruptions, they starts occurring. Then because of dust, because of the pollution, dust, smoke, ash, gaseous, water vapor, etc. Which these these things which remain in the atmosphere for a longer time, then this is also the reason of the volcanoes. This may create imbalance in the environment. Because of this, students, it will create imbalance in the environment. Yes, due to the pollution, the environmental will be, total atmosphere of the environment will be changed. Yes, there is no balance of the environment. So this may create imbalance in the environment. Then next is what effects of volcanoes, in that land may become fertile due to volcanic ashes. Many minerals are found near the earth's surface because of lava. Yes, here this image you can see, student, because as the minerals are new minerals, or many minerals which are being found on the earth's surface. Yes, and because of these minerals which are being found on the earth's surface, it is just because of the lava. And due to this volcanic ash, the land is being fertile. Yes, the land is being fertile properly, and after that new land is also formed near the earth's surface, And also you can see when there is a new land is formed, the new island is also formed. And sometimes the island may disappear also. Lakes are formed in at the mouth of the craters of the death volcanoes when rainwater accumulates in them. See, when the rain accumulates in one of the in the middle part of any land, okay, that time you can see lakes are formed. These lakes are being formed. Yes, these are the effects of volcanoes. These are the effects of volcanoes. Yes, then next. One minute. Yes, sorry. This I have thought effects of volcanoes. No, not this one. Ah, yes. Yes. Now, yes, till now we have studied till effects of volcanoes. Yes. And after that, after the volcanoes, the third important point in this chapter is about earthquakes. Yes, earthquakes. This term, this word is being heard by everyone about the earthquakes. Yes, students. Then the earthquake means what, student? Earth means ground and quake means trembling. Yes, in the beginning of this chapter also we have seen about the various natural events. Yes, in these natural events also what comes? Earthquakes, volcanoes. Yes, then the proper term earthquake means what? Earth means ground. Yes, and the quake means trembling. Then earthquake is the movement of the earth crust. Yes, now you have must noticed also. See, when you are standing on the let's take an example on our day-to-day life. When you are standing on the railway platform also or near the railway track, yes, you express when the train is speedily within a faster speed, student, when the train comes or train passes, that time we are experiencing the trembling. Yes, that is known as tremors. Are also left when a heavy vehicle which is being crossed which is a vehicle when it is crosses a bridge in a speed. So these are the examples we can estimate that there is a because of the tremors caused during the earthquakes. So this is the daily experience we can see, that is about the earthquakes. Yes, and due to the earthquakes also, why, how the earthquakes has been happened, it has been occurred because of the movements which are occurring in the interior of the earth. Yes, I told you first only at the very first. Through this lesson, we have to keep the interior of the earth in our mind. Yes, and due to this, what happened when the tremendous tension is created in the earth, in the earth's crust, that time when this tension which goes beyond it, then that time there is no limit, student. Yes, when this tension is not in control, we cannot control that in the earth's interior, that time this energy which is releasing out, their waves are being thrown out, that time we can see trembling on the earth. Yes, that is known as earthquakes occurs. Yes, in exam also they will how earthquake occurs. So what you are going to write, that because of the movements which are occurring in the interior of the earth, and during that tremendous energy which is thrown out and which cannot beyond the limit, continuously the energy it is being created and which is thrown out, and that time a tension, a pressure is being created for that energy, and that energy it cannot be stay on that point or on that place. When that waves are being thrown out, and that time we can say it's a trembling on the earth surface, that means earthquakes are occurred. Earthquake occurs, that means earthquake occurs. Yes, this is the reason of the how the earthquake occurs. Now, after that, the next point for this, it is the magnitude of the earthquake is measured by Richter scale. Now, this earthquake, how we are going to identify that the how the earthquake is being measured? It is being measured by Richter scale. Yes. Now we'll see the image of that. Okay. 1 minute. See the earthquake. See, yes, we were. I was explaining about the earthquake, students. Yes, which is the instrument which is being earthquake is being measured. It is the Richter scale. By this Richter scale, the magnitude of the earthquake is being measured. Yes, and there with the graph also, with the graph, the earthquakes is being measured. Yes, and what are the causes of earthquakes? What are the causes of earthquake? Why earthquakes is being caused? The first is about the moving of the plates, colliding of plates, and the third is plates which slides up and down one below the other, and that time the fractures in the rock layers due to the tension in the interior of the earth, and occurring of volcanic eruption. These are the causes of earthquake. And after that, when we are after that, when we have learned about the how the earthquake is being occurs, and how the earthquake causes, then after that, there are three types of earthquakes: primary or P waves, secondary or S waves, and the third is surface or L waves. Yes. Now, first is when we are going to learn about the primary waves. Yes. Now, this primary waves. Yes. Now, primary waves tells us about primary waves means the waves which comes first and it reaches to the surface of the earth is known as primary or P waves. Yes, and these waves, they travel at a very fast speed, or they travel very at a greater speed, and when they reach the point of that focus of the earthquake, yes, that time the movement, we can see forward and backward movements. Yes, little bit you can see the movement when we are standing on the floor. Yes, some objects are moving, you can see, and you see that we are moving forward and backward. Then that time we can say it's a primary waves. And through this wave, students, three states can travel, means solid, liquid, and gaseous. Through these states, all these waves can travel, whether it will be liquid or whether it will be solid or gaseous, it will travel. Yes, this is about the primary or P waves. Then next, secondary waves. Secondary or S waves means the after primary, which waves they will create secondary, or the second waves. The waves which reach the earth's surface after the primary waves are called secondary. Yes, the waves which comes after primary, it is known as secondary waves. These waves also scattered in all the direction. Yes, as the primary, this secondary waves also, they travel or they spread out all over direction. Yes, from the focus of the earthquake. That time, sometimes the speed of, hello.
Yes, miss. Hello.
Sir, somebody was talking just now. So kuch problem hai? No, na?
No, 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 ma'am.
Acha. Yes, what I was saying. I was explaining about the secondary waves. Yes, when this secondary waves means S waves, it comes after primary waves. Yes, this waves also, it is spreading all the directions, or in all the four directions these F waves are spreading out. But the speed of the S wave is less than P waves. Yes, when the particles which are moving up and down, and that energy is being transferred, that time the in the secondary only, in the secondary waves, only the solid medium is being traveled, is being moving. Yes, and this time in secondary waves only, in the liquid state, it gets observed. Yes, and the buildings on the earth surface moves up and down, and because of these waves, these are more destructive than P waves. Yes, secondary waves means here, just keep this 3 points in your mind, student. Yes, first is what after primary the secondary waves are occurred. Yes, and the speed of the secondary waves is lesser than primary waves. Yes, and third point is that this waves, they travel only through solid medium only. Yes, when it enters into the liquid, it gets start observing. It gets start observing. These are the points you have to keep it in your mind about the secondary or S waves. Yes. Now, the third one is surface waves. It is also known as L waves. Sorry. It is also known as L waves. Now, yes, after primary, after secondary, now which waves is arise? That is L waves. These waves are generated after the main P and S waves. It is reaching the center, and it also travels in the direction of the circumference of the earth. And they are also highly destructive. Yes, after the secondary waves, surface L waves are also more destructive. Overall, what we can say, all the three waves are destructive. This you have to keep it in your mind. And there is one instrument. We can measure the seismic waves. We can see the waves of the earthquake. That instrument name is seismograph. That instrument name is seismograph. With this instrument, student, we can see it is showing a simple graph. Yes, ups and downs we can say, and with that we can easily identify the area of the earthquake, how it has been occurred. We have to study that graph. Okay, this was about the three types of earthquake: primary, secondary, and the surface waves. Okay. Yes, we have studied primary, secondary, and surface waves. Okay, primary will revise now. In the primary waves, it is been called as P waves also, and secondary S waves, and surface L. So PSLV, earthquake is been the seismic waves in the earthquake. The types of seismic waves are PSL, primary, secondary, and surface L waves. Okay, these three letters you have to keep it in your mind in the types of waves. Okay, types of waves. Then, and with the proper diagram, you are going to explain the types of seismic waves. Yes. Now, after that, we have studied about the volcanoes. Okay, first I will erase this. This we have done. Then now we are going to see the volcanoes. Just now we have studied, but we'll go through this. Yes. Volcanoes. I told you first only the volcanoes. For the volcanoes, you have to keep the three words in your mind, that is hot solid, liquid and gaseous material, and which is being thrown out from the mantle of the earth. Yes, which is onto the surface of the earth. And this procedure is known as volcanic eruption. Volcanic eruption. And this volcanic eruption is being how it is being processed when the water vapor, ashes, various types of poisonous and inflammable gases, and which are being thrown out, that is known as lava. Then volcanic eruption is being divided into two parts, that is central type or conical volcano, and second is fissure type volcanoes. Yes, central type or conical volcano means what? Here, from the middle part of the earth surface, the lava which throws out through the vent, through like a pipe, this being known as conical volcano. The example you have to keep it in your mind about the Fujiyama, it's in Japan. Now the second type of volcano, that is fissure type volcanoes. Yes, as we all know that the lava which throws out from the vent, yes, and due to the cracks in that pipe, through that cracks, the lava which comes out, it is known as fissure type volcanoes. Yes, from that cracks, the lava which comes out, that is known as fissure type volcanoes. Example for this, it is Deccan Plateau of India. Deccan Plateau of India has also been formed due to such type of volcanic eruptions. Yes, these are the focus. We have to focus on these points. Yes, in the sudden movements, slow movements we have studied. In the sudden movements, we can see we have learned the movement about earthquake. Yes, in the sudden movement we have learned, we have learned the earthquake movements, that is sudden movements. Yes, in the earthquakes we have learned 3 types of seismic waves, and after that volcanoes, in that volcanoes we have learned 2 types of volcanoes. Next. Okay, now as a evaluation we are going to discuss also, and we are going to see for this answer why this answer is being correct. We are going to see the reason also behind that. Now see we have done this yesterday also. On which of the following are slow movements in the earth's interior depend? This is being depend on the velocity. They are asking about the slow movements. So velocity, when waves direct from each other, what do they create? They create tension. For the formation of Rift Valley, which of the following process should occur in the earth crust? Tension. Which of these is the example of fold movements? Himalayas. Now this is the new one. Now for this we are going to see the reason also, student. Identify and name the internal movement. Yes, internal movement, it is being divided in 2 movement, that is sudden or slow. Sudden or slow. See the first one. Tsunami are generated in coastal areas. For this, it is a sudden, it is sudden or slow movement. Tsunami are generated in coastal areas. This movement is slow or sudden. Tsunami suddenly it is being occurred. Yes. So here the first answer is sudden movement. Yes. See the second one, the Himalayas are an example of fold mountains. Yes, the Himalayas are the example of fold mountains. Now for this, Himalayas are formed by compression that lead to the folding of softer rocks. Yes, compression activity we have done. Yes, Himalayas are being formed by the compression. Yes, so this movement is known as slow movement. Second answer is slow movement. Third one, molten magma is thrown out of the earth's mantle. Molten magma is thrown out of earth's mantle. This movement is also known as sudden movement. Okay, why? Now see the reason. When the molten magma is thrown out to the earth's mantle, this type of internal movement is convection currents. When this plate students diverge towards the pressure and which is being created by the currents, this causes the magma to be thrown out to the earth's crust. This is known as the sudden movement. Now the last one, see here, Rift Valley. Rift Valley is formed because of faulting. Yes, yes. Because of faulting only the Rift Valley is formed. Yes, but which movement? Here the movement will be slow because with the upward and downward, the Rift Valleys are formed. So this movement is known as, is being identified as slow movement. Okay, so yes, understood this about the internal movement. Then yes, after that, here only the revision of chapter 2 we have completed. Okay, first of all, what are the focusing points? Within a minute we'll see, students. Yes, first of all, we have learned at the very first of this lesson, we have studied about which type of energy is being generated or created and which is being released out, that is radioactive materials in the mantle. Okay, then that this type of energies, it travels from one place to another. So there is no stability in the movement, in the movements which is occurring in the earth's interior. And after that we have studied about the slow movement and sudden movements. Slow movement means what? Which occurs continuously, like the formation of mountains and continents. And sudden movements means what? In the form of events. Suddenly it has been happened, like volcanoes and the earthquakes. These are the examples. Then after that, in the slow movements, we have learned about the compression. Yes, through the compression, the fold mountain is being created. Yes, then block mountain, and after the block mountain, because of the faults, because of the tension, the block mountain is formed, and the last is Rift Valley. Then after Rift Valley, we have learned about the sudden movement. In that sudden movement, earthquake and volcanoes are being are included in the sudden movements. Yes. Then in the earthquakes, we have learned 3 types of seismic waves: P waves, S waves, and L waves. 3 waves. And in that seismogram, that's the instrument, we are showing the movement of seismic waves. We call it as seismograph. Then we have studied about the volcanoes. What is volcanoes and 2 types of volcanoes. Yes, and after that we have to remember that also according to the periodicity of the volcanic eruption. 3 types of volcanoes are also there. First, what was that? About active volcanoes. Second was dormant volcano. And third was extinct volcanoes. Yes. And at last point, what we have studied, that was about the effects of volcanoes. There are the effects, positively advantages also there of volcanoes, and there are also disadvantage of the effects of volcanoes. Okay, so here we have done the revision of chapter 2. Yes, all the important points we have focused. Okay, students, so thank you. Keep learning. Have a nice day.